make hardships in their regions. It is politicians who are funding this resurgence. And if we could draw parallels to what's happening in Haiti, something that we've discussed for quite a while now, those gangs started the same way, that some politicians felt the need to support some gangs, and the gangs eventually took over. There is definitely a risk with allowing either Mungiki or Chinkororo or any other such grouping to operate uncountered.
Fred, you spoke in my mind. I have been in this city long enough. Actually, I was born here. I celebrated my 62nd birthday when there was a transition of power in America, 20th. So I've seen all these groups. I've had the privilege of running this city for 3 years. So I understand these things very well. You know, it is unfortunate. And Maina Njenga is my friend. I must also declare that one. It is unfortunate that a man who was being harassed just the other day by this regime, and, you know, the same public that then was supporting him in all manners. We had people like Advocate Njeru, I think, Martha Karua, who went to court to defend his rights. I am reminding Maina, my friend, that you should not be misused. That the same people who are using you now are the same people who are eating you yesterday. They are the same people who will come and eat you tomorrow. Let me remind the government, they have a cardinal responsibility of providing security to the people of the Republic of Kenya and even our visitors and property. But if they are saying or suggesting that they have failed, and indeed these are signs of a government that is failing, you hand over the security arrangement to some of these gangs. And as you rightly put it, this is how it started in Haiti. This is how it started in Rwanda. This is how it started in other countries. We've had turmoil. This action, or inaction for that matter, by a government should not be supported by anybody, because we're all Kenyans. When this country burns down because of the reintroduction of some gangs that we fought so hard to deal with, and may God rest the soul of people like Michu in eternal peace. We have had forces like Chinkororo in Western Province, Angola, Msumbiji. If the government has failed and is allowing Mungiki to operate the way they're operating, you know, storming people's functions and meetings, protected by the same security agencies, then they should now allow all other gangs to re-emerge. Angola, Msumbiji, Chingororo, and all those gangs that used to operate in the 70s and 80s. This is something that needs to be thought through very carefully. And those few politicians, and I'm happy I don't see Mongatan on that side, he's a sober man. And those politicians who are encouraging these gangs to re-emerge, they will be eaten by the same gangs. But, you know, you can understand why a government will allow this to happen. It's failing in its responsibility, so it's handing over a very important document. But they're also trying to instill fear in the people they're supposed to be governing, in the people they're supposed to be protecting. I remind His Excellency, President, my friend William Ruto, he has a cardinal responsibility of ensuring that the Kenyan people are safe. This Mungiki group should be stopped yesterday.
Right. Senator Mungatana, I remember right that during the height of this Mungiki menace, you were an assistant minister in the government of Mwai Kibaki.
Correct.
And you must have had close proximity with the discussions that were there in government towards stopping this.
Correct.
There is definitely a risk with the government and the security agencies standing back at allowing such gangs to take over. Do you see that risk? this time round?
Let me say that Reverend Kobia, who is the chair of the National Cohesion Commission, has